Hola, Astafarians. Welcome to another blissfully breathless episode. Say, Johnny, what are we making today?
A dragonfly.
You say that like you mean it, old buddy. Let's see how it goes. I had a hankering to make a dragonfly for my Goofy Animal series and to fill a dragonfly-sized hole in my heart. I don't know why, just one of those things. Nitrogen narcosis, maybe. A dumpy, wise dragonfly with a squat, corpulent body, which I made with newspaper wads covered with toilet paper. It soon became apparent that this body was the wrong mix of squat and corpulent, so it was banished to the land of forgotten shapes, and I made a new one. After adding bulk hither and yon, I had a dragonfly body worthy of hanging a dragon head on. Like the body, I had a shape in mind for the head, and I got this one right the first time. I made a mandible, but it turned out to be unnecessary. I added eyebrows and nostrils with air clay. I understand the dragonflies hork fire out their nose, just like people hork milk out their nose, so it wouldn't be nice to omit the nostrils. The eyebrows, I don't know, why not? My dragonfly is standing, so feet are in order. I modeled the feet after a bun, a brioche, I think. They were perfectly functional, but a tad plain, so I cut toes into the brioches. Faced with 2 rows of toes, an overwhelming need to add toenails washed over me like a warm, gentle tide. I want one arm to rest on the dragonfly's ample belly and the other arm pointing at you. Yeah, you. Once attached, I added some bulk to the shoulders as a nod to the dragonfly's time in the boxing ring. I mapped out dragonfly wings a la bat wings. They both fly, so I can't be too far off. To give the wings a graceful arch, I molded them around this bucket. Once attached, I was faced with the grim reality that wings have feathers, so I ripped the wing off and made a bunch of feathers. These are carved, cut into feather shapes, then gently rolled to put a gentle bend and painted to look authentic. As I glued them on, I was faced with the grim reality that wings have 2 rows of feathers. So I rolled up another one just like the other one and ended up with nice feathery wings. Dragons are generally red, and who am I to buck that trend? I added cornstarch to the paint. This not only helps fill in minor imperfections, but also gives a smooth, dull finish. I want my dragonfly to shine, but not that much. I gave the eyes a shot of flat black spray paint and then faded the red over the black, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. Dumpy and wise, remember? Wise eyes aren't easy to read. So then there was the issue of flair. My dragonfly has 0 pieces of flair, so I painted up some scales. Scales are the jealous type, and they wanted highlights just like the feathers got, so the scales got highlights too. I tried to up the flare factor by adding some silver highlight, and that was a fail, but I did add some shadows to the shadowy bits. Say, friends, if your scheduled dopamine hits just aren't hitting like they used to, up your excitement with a big dose of Boris injectable spiders. Boris injectable spiders will get your skin crawling again and restore your way of living in no time. Hey, try Boris baked beans too. Boris also does indoor plumbing. Call Boris today. Boris injectable spiders. I torn the wing off 3 times at this point, so I knew it could be firmly attached. Now I had to attach it one more time, and it wouldn't stay, would not. I ended up drilling holes in the wing and the body to use dowels to hold it on, and that was a great idea, but it didn't work. When the wing was moderately stable on the body, I went way over the top with glue, and that did work. When one goes way over the top with glue, it tends to leak out. If you're there to catch it, fine. If you wander off and it dries, you get to deal with that. I chose the latter. My dragonfly had no teeth, and he'd been gumming all his food up to this point. I made a couple of dumpy, wise fangs and painted them gold. Initially, I tried to attach using a peg to pierce the head and teeth, but that was a dumb idea. I remedied that by drilling 2 sockets and gluing the teeth into the recesses, like undentistry. There's a career field right there. After you go to the dentist, then you can go to the undentist and rinse out the bad taste. Bada bing, bada boom, we got ourselves a dragonfly. Pretty snappy, ain't it? Do you know the shocking truth about how does a dragonfly? Wings. Free will. Same as you. Say, friends, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Now go out and do something that's never been done before.